So, is the Oblivion remake real? Rumours around a possible remaster and later a remake of The Elder Scrolls IV Oblivion have been swirling around the community for a few years now, but recently Twitter has been going into meltdown waiting for the news surrounding its release, with prominent leakers on Twitter speculating on when it will be released and the possibility of it being shadow dropped later this month. In this video, we'll go over what's been said over the past few years regarding this possible remake, and I'll give my prediction on when we'll hear about the remake. The Elder Scrolls IV Oblivion originally released in 2006 to wide critical acclaim, selling nearly 10 million copies worldwide, and it still gets thousands of concurrent players on Steam to this day. So on the face of it, a remake of a beloved 20-year-old game makes sense from a developer's perspective. They just need to remake the game, not mess it up, and it's money in their pocket, and it can earn back some of the goodwill that Bethesda lost with the releases of Fallout 76 and Starfield. I'm still not sure shadow dropping such a potentially major release is a good idea, but given the stir it's caused on Twitter, it could be the best marketing that they can get, because they're getting word of it out there through word of mouth by not talking about it. The release may have been brought forward as well because of the fan-made Oblivion mod, which is coming out later this year, so Bethesda may well be trying to get out ahead so not to lose players of the remake to Oblivion. The remake is being made by Virtuous Studios, who are mainly used as an external developer for other companies. They've worked with CDPR in the past as well as working with Konami. Over the years, leakers have drip-fed us with the specifics of this remake, with the original leak from a Virtuous employee in 2023 stating that it was in development and was going to be using Unreal Engine 5 in combination with parts of the Oblivion engine, with the release schedule in that post being late 24, early 25. Obviously the longer development time is because the studio have decided to go down the route of it being a full remake rather than just a standard remaster. Now, this on its own in isolation wouldn't be anywhere near enough evidence to actually suggest that a remake was actually in development. However, then came the FTC document, which had it on there, as well as the Indiana Jones game and the new Doom game and a Fallout 3 remaster, which I hope will happen at some point. Also, something tells me Redfall did not beat its sales target of $155 million. Yeah, no. Whilst the dates are wrong for the release on here, it's important to remember that the pandemic would have caused major delays, as well as the game going from a remaster to a full-on remake. From then on, rumours have been hotting up, with a LinkedIn leak from another employee stating an unannounced remake since 2021, again at a development time that suggests a remake rather than a remaster. Then, on March 13th this year, Nate the Hate, a prominent leaker, posted on Twitter a quick update on the Elder Scrolls IV Oblivion announcement and release time, as plans stand. Both the release and the reveal are targeting next month, April, at the time. The gap between release and reveal will be minimum. A shadow drop is possible. I think that's where the shadow drop thing came from. He updated this on April the 3rd after everyone seemed to think it was getting released then, which it wasn't. When asked if it's still going to be this month, he said, as things stand, yes. From there on, various leakers have essentially been guessing when the release date will be, with several other people speculating. It just got to a point where I could have collected some of them, but I couldn't substantiate really any of them, so I haven't included them in this video. So, back to the original question. Is this thing actually real? If it was just one of these bits of evidence, I would say no. But with all of these little bits getting leaked together, altogether I have to conclude that there is no smoke without fire. So yes, I believe the Oblivion remake is at least real. When it will get released, I don't know. My best guess, if it's going to release this month, Bethesda announced today that there's going to be an Elder Scrolls Online event on April the 10th at 8 PM British time. So my guess would be at the end of that event they'll make an announcement. But just to be clear, this is purely a guess. I have no insider information. It just makes sense to me to make an announcement then because they're doing an event. and this is going to be a big thing. If not, then the next best guesses that I've seen on Twitter are week April 23rd, after the full 10-year anniversary of Elder Scrolls Online. So, do you think the Oblivion remake is real? If so, when do you think it will release? Comment down below. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time.